Hello everybody. What you're seeing is actually a eco hand-woven silk fabric, where every 1 yard, 1 meter has got one message from different dignitaries from different parts of the world. So this is the fabric. There are different messages about our environment. It's about our Mother Earth, how important it is to keep it clean and green, and the actions required against global warming. I think before I say something, I would like to say that I'm here to share my experience and my journey till now. I'm not here for any business, or I'm just here to share my journey till now. And also I would like to thank Harsha and Mayank for giving me this opportunity and for believing me, and also for a lot of support and love and affection which I got from them. And I'm really thankful to both of them. Yes, I would like to start basically from where, like I am, as I said, that I had my couture clothing store in the richest street in Canada, and of course the #1 stores like Saks and Bergdorf in New York. And then also I had my fine dining Italian cuisine and all this business I had in Canada, in Toronto, and even in New York. But the thing is, I started from a very, very middle class family where my father is a bank employee and my mom is just a secretary in a state government in Hyderabad, and belong to a very remote village near Andhra Pradesh, rather I would say, because no one would know that village even today. But what I believed was, I believed in myself always. So from there, from Hyderabad, then I went to Bombay, and then I went to Toronto, then I'm everywhere now. So then after doing all this, achieving 2007, I got my entrepreneur award also. But doing all these things, I never really, something was missing always, I felt. Then I thought that I should do something. I was always connected with Sick Kids Hospital in Toronto. I had to donate whatever my profits was from that, a part of it. But I thought I should get really involved and fully involved with the kids concerned. And then I was also not well for some time. Then compared to my grandparents and then my health, I realized that my grandparents are all like over 100 and they never saw a doctor. But me, myself, it's altogether a different thing, you know. And compared to my friends also, when I understood that it's not the same compared to our grandparents or great-grandparents' generations. And the reason why, when I understood what I understood rather, was about environment. So thinking about that, I got very concerned about what would be the next generation or children's health going to be. So then I thought, no, I'm going to fully involve and then make sure whatever I can do, I will do it and as a share from my side. So then I started, being my fashion design background, that's why my idea went on the fabrics. So then what I did was I came up with this idea. I thought, okay, every 1 year I'll take one message from whoever I know. I know quite a number of celebrities in that part of the world. And then I thought, okay, I will take it and I'll put it together and I will start taking this around different countries. So this is already like 3 years now. So from there onwards, I'm traveling different parts of the world. And then I collected messages, and this is totally hand done. And then hand sewed also, put it together by hand. And then what I did was, then I got a lot of glaciologists, geologists, foresters, scientists, professors, politicians, and film stars from Hollywood, Bollywood, and a lot of people I collected messages. Then again I thought, no, I really want to do something more. I want to educate the children how important the actions are needed immediately for everyone's good, for ourselves. Then I thought, no, I got to do something more. Then I decided I'm going to go personally to the Arctic Ocean at the North Pole, and I want to see really what's happening about all this global warming or melting the water levels because of the heat and all these things. Then I started my journey, and then of course nothing was easy, never. Every step, every single second, there's always things, the hurdles are always there, and I liked it. And then yes, I went to the Arctic Ocean, and then I showcased this particular piece first time right on the Arctic Ocean at the North Pole. And then after that, this fabric is right now actually about 1.7 kilometers long. It's about a mile long. That long, this is just a part of the fabric, what you're saying. So then after that, what I started doing is taking this to the schools and educating the school children what this world is talking about. Because there are a lot of knowledge-based messages are there on these fabrics. So that's what I'm doing. I did in Canada, then I did in US. And then I thought I'll just go back to India, come back to India, and then first I'll focus here. And then I will take it to the rest of the world. So then I'm here in India. Then my friend, of course, Asha told me that since you're in India, we have to come here. And then, of course, with their help, and I'm here today. So nothing was easy, never ever. All the stages, every single time, and everything, in fact, doesn't matter it's a business or this project or anything, you know. So, but I always spoke to myself that I believe in myself and I'm not giving up. And as long as I'm not giving up, I know only one thing is left is I win. That's all. That's only one thing I believed. And I never believed in luck. I believe that luck always waits for me or for anyone who's trying. Luck, according to me, luck says that I'm waiting for you, please try one more time. I'm also waiting. That's what luck says about, that's what I feel. And that was my belief, and I went on. And now this fabric was here. And there are a lot of messages. For example, one message says that there are 50-year-old tree is equal to 20 10-year-old trees. So it's important to keep the old trees, not just cutting off the trees and say we planted million trees. And how many trees are really survived out of that, no one knows. So that is what one of the message. Another message says that how much of oxygen a tree gives, or how much of your telephone bill takes, how many papers, and then how many bulbs of wood comes out of that, all these things. So this is a message what I'm taking to schools right now. And then I thought, okay, I'll come back to India, and then I want to serve the children in India. So I just came back. It's hardly a month now, I'm back to India now, after 15 long years. And then I started healthykids.org. And then what I've been doing in this Healthy Kids, Happy Kids is my focus is about health and happiness, about kids especially. So what I'm doing is I've got a lot of friends who are doctors who are coming to India, and every doctor, 1 month they stay in India and they treat the children for free. That is one thing. And also I've collected a lot of wheelchairs and walkers and all in that part of the world. And I've been collecting more, and I'm getting those all here, and we'll be giving to the children for free who are physically challenged. So this is what the Healthy Kids Happy Kids does, and this is my new life in India after coming back, spending my life in the Western world. So that's why I about this. And yes, what I would like to say, one thing is, though it's not connected with business or how to get the loans or how to start up the business or how to succeed in all these things, but all that I can say is there is a lot of power in now. And also, only the first step is very hard. Nothing else, rest all the steps are very easy. So this is what I strongly believe. Belief is something, and implementing and following up and doing it is something. And I believe that I should do it, and that to now, and I put my first step. And the rest I'm following. It's all, you all can see that. So that's all about it. So if you have any questions, please. And healthykidshappykids.org, you can have more information there. That's what is about me. Any questions, please?
Please introduce yourself before asking the question.
I'm Satish Sikha.
So it was for the audience.
I'm Satish Sikha. Originally, I'm from Andhra Pradesh. Of course, I did my schooling in Hyderabad, but I migrated to Canada and I settled down there and I became a Canadian citizen. Of course, I'm back to India now, my home country. And now, of course, I feel the whole earth is mine since traveling from North Pole to South Pole.
Sir, I would first like to compliment you on, sir here.
Yeah.
Yes. I would like to compliment you on doing so much for the environment and children.
Thank you.
Now, my question is, suppose I want to do something for society.
Yes.
Is it better to initially do something else and build up a capital base? Or if I die, is it advisable to directly take the plunge and
First of all, if I'm new, I would just go directly. I just do it myself and I do it directly. Because I know once I put the first step, the rest will all come. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
I request the students who are asking the questions to please tell their name first and then ask the question.
Okay, I'm Pratna from IIT Kanpur.
Thank you.
Any more questions?
I like questions because I know I can learn myself.
I'm Kiran Kumar, PhD student. I have a little philosophical type of question because since your work is more related to philosophy. I initially started, I somehow felt that 4 years back that I too should enter into the social service, that kind of thing. But my PhD lady is more mature than me, and he said that you are in an emotional situation. You can do, but this is not the right time. He said that. And okay, leaving that point aside, then I started reading Ramakrishna philosophy and Vivekananda philosophy. Ramakrishna, says that, you don't, it's a kind of, I'm just giving his quote. You don't have to feel too much about the world, how it goes, who will protect the world. The God is the protector of the world, and He will take care of all that. If you want a change in the world, pray to the God that please change the world. He is the one who takes care of. Do you really believe in the God? This is one question. And the second question is, I feel that did you start a movement called planting the trees? Since we want to protect the country or environment, start planting the trees and go on, and different people will be keep motivated by seeing the work. Because just word communication does not inspire us. When they see the real work going on, we somehow feel guilty among ourselves that why don't I plant one tree, because that person is doing lots and lots of work. What could I share 0.001% of the work? I'm just curious to know that these issues are already thought of.
First, I would like to answer your first question, whether I believe in God. You actually asked a good question to me. I don't believe God. I believe in myself, and as long as I'm pure and I'm true, I think that is God. I believe that it is inside me. If it is whatever I'm doing, with whoever I'm talking, and whoever I am with, I want to make sure that I am, whether I'm pure and I'm true from my heart, in my actions, in my feelings also, and in my acceptance also. So, as long as this is there, I think that God is inside me. That's all I believe in. And that is God. Oh, so about planting the plant, yes. I am not taking any, some kind of thing that we have to plant so many plants and this kind of, there are a lot of organizations who are doing that. But I think I won't be nowhere where people are planting billions and billions of plants everywhere. I heard so many people doing that. And India has crossed actually 1 billion plants. and only India is the only country doing that. So many number of plants. But what I believe, every one person should have one tree, either of the same age or older, within 10 to 15 feet distance, to have a healthy life. A lot of times what happens is, like, we are all in our busy schedule, we live around, we have a lot of not enough clear or clean environment. So what happens is we tend to get into fast tension and stress and worries and all these kind of things. But if you have a really good environment, for example, from here, if you go into a mango farm, suddenly your entire body and your soul and your atma, everything feels very different. Not only your body, because you feel very relaxed and you feel yourself floating. So we need to have that environment around to get a balanced life. And to have a good healthy life, we need trees around us, especially wherever we are sleeping. So that's one thing which I spread. Yeah. Yes. Thank you. Thank you for your question.
Due to shortage of time, we'll just have 2 more questions.
Good evening, sir. I'm Tejasvi from Hyderabad. So I have a basic question. So, sir, from our point of view, what do you think we should do to support global warming or something like that?
Design something which doesn't hurt. See, I tell you what you have to do is, thousands of years, thousands and thousands of years, our lifestyle and everything was different. Suddenly in the last 100 years or 150 years, everything is changed. So I think we need to, whatever we are doing, I think we need to go back and realize and understand what our great-grandparents said, and then really understand very well, and then do something now along with that. For example, I was when I came back once from Canada, Toronto, and I was in the northern part. It's almost like that day it was like 30 degrees, minus 30 degrees Celsius. I came to Hyderabad. I went to IIT, they invited me, and then that day was minus 44. Sorry, plus 44 in India. So plus 44, and then 30 and plus 44, too much of difference. But NIIT has got beautiful mud houses, which is nothing but our old ancestors, what they had it, our great-grandparents saw. But the moment I stepped in, I fell asleep. I felt like totally different. No AC there, no power there, no lights, nothing. No fan, nothing. But I was so relieved, so relaxed. It really touched me, and I'm actually constructing now the same mud houses, and I'm inviting people from all over the world to come and stay for free and experience the difference, and they can at least understand the importance of that. So I really felt that. So what I would suggest is, I think do something which does not hurt our earth, and do something where, take up examples of your great-grandparents. I think definitely something will come out. Thank you, and nice to know that you're from Hyderabad.
Hello, sir. This is Apurva Agarwal from IIT Kanpur.
So what is your ultimate aim? Like, we have like 40 years in our life. So if I start today with your vision, what should be our aim? Somebody asked like we can convert, say, 1% of the population or like even a fraction. So what should be our aim? Like just go aimlessly or like with an aim? But is there a benchmark that should want or like what should be our ultimate aim? It's not even about point or marking things of thinking and doing good. But is there a way to get the feedback or people actually doing it or what? Or like we should be actually impressed upon or what should we take a feedback from?
I think the first thing is, yes, you have to see when you go back to your house whether each one person has one tree in the 15 feet distance or not. So we all can live. We can't expect the air staying in the desert and expect the oxygen from the forest. We can't do that. So there is a desert, forest is a forest. So I think we have to make sure that whether we have a minimum number of trees, every one person one tree around 15 feet distance or not. If not, probably you can plant it and make sure it grows. And also the second thing is, yes, walking as much as possible. These vehicles have come last probably 100 years or whatsoever, but before that, they all did a lot of walking, and it's all very healthy. So I think walking is also better as much as we can walk, and wherever we can walk, I think we should walk. They are the basic things I would suggest. And about doing it, I think every one person thinks that whatever they can do, they do it and it definitely adds up. And actually I just remembered one incident of my journey. I met one of the dignitaries to write the message on the fabric. Then I went to their house, they invited, and their son was there. And he asked me, because my health is not, I'm a balloon, what you're seeing is just a balloon, it's just because of medications, otherwise I'll be on bed. So every day I take medications to get up and to do things. And so the kid asked me, a 7-year-old kid, so you are alone, you are doing this, and why are you doing this, and you're being alone, are you not tired or what? But then I told him that I don't feel alone, but unless someone has to start, how can others join? So someone has to start and then some others can join. So that is why I started, and also it's not that someone joined, I started. I believe that this is what is needed, and I feel that I should do it, and I started. So before leaving that place, the boy said that you are no more alone. Then I said, he just said before that I'm alone, and now how come you're saying that I'm no more alone? Then he says that no, you're not alone, and he says that I'm with you. It's a very strong voice, he said. So these are a lot of incidents actually took part during my journey. This is just one of them, but yes, so I think we just have to, what we believe, whatever we think, I think we should just close our eyes, get the clarity, and then put the first step. Then the rest will always be good. And also my strong saying or my signature in everything is think good, do good, and the rest will be good. And I've been following that for the last 22 years. It never changed even till today. So I believe that's strong.
Yes, sir. So I am Shekhar, second year graduate there. I am Shekhar. So I have a question. Where do you see our mother earth on our longer horizon, say after 20 to 30 years? What are your future plans?
That's a very good question you asked me. I met a lot of scientists and seen the Arctic oceans, also all these oceans melting. And I have met a lot of Inuit, the native Indians who are living very up north. And also I met people who are from the South Antarctic also, and personally I took interviews. I'm not here to scare you all, but the Arctic Ocean is melting very fast, and the water is actually moving to Atlantic Ocean. And at the same time, Antarctic also glaciers are moving about 135 meters per week. It's not a good news, but yes, this is what is happening. So, I met a lot of native Indians. They are all very worried seeing the Arctic Oceans how it is right now. And I went there to the North Pole also. Partly I skied, then I went to a boat, then I took a flight at a different part, But because it's all has cracked, it's not like before, like a one solid glacier. It's all has a lot of cracks. So the thing is that yes, the waters are coming into the other oceans. So I don't know about 20-25 years. According to the scientists whom I met, and according to myself, I think we all have to act now. Only then I think something can happen, or we can save ourselves or at least our next generation. Otherwise, its time is very short. We do have very, very short time. That's why I said, like, as long as I live, and it doesn't matter what medications I take to get up and spread my message, I said I wanted to attend, I'm doing it. Thank you. Thank you. Can you be loud? I can be loud. Mic. Sorry, we are getting the mic. 1 second.
Sir, how do you manage the capital inflow for all the efforts you are putting all the time?
How do I measure?
How do you manage the capital flow? All the
Capital.
efforts you are putting in, you travel from one place to another, you get things for handicapped people and all. So, how do you manage the resources?
Till now, in the last 3 years, I put my own savings. I never took money from anyone.
For a person on not your standard of range of money or accounts, so what do you think can be the starting point for social entrepreneurship?
Social entrepreneur is, I think, the service to mankind. If you believe it, I think that will take care of the rest. I did the same thing. I thought, I believe what my grandfather said, like Manav Seva is Madhav Seva. Madhav is called the God and Manav is like human being. So serving the other human being is equal to serving the God. And children are God. So I think as a social entrepreneur, the first step, how you want to go about it, that's what it is, right? Make sure whoever is around you is happy. So whoever is around you, make sure they are happy and they are smiling, and whatever is needed for them. Don't think about the money. Oh, if you have money, if you give them, where are you going to stay, how are you going to live and all. Just forget everything and then make sure the other person is happy and make sure they are smiling. The rest will always be good.
Thank
Yeah,
you so
thank
much,
you.
sir. Thank you for your inspiring words.
If you have any questions, of course, healthykids.org, you can go there and you can contact me, I'm always there. And if you know any kids who are physically challenged, who are in need of help, and also health-wise also they are in need of any help, please do let me know. And I'll be there with my doctor or with my wheelchair or walkers for free. And I'll be coming to them. Now, it doesn't matter wherever they are. Please let me know, I'll post it there straight away and then I'll take care of it. And the result also will be there on the website so everyone can know what really happened also. Thank you.